Hello, and welcome to Yogscast.
You're listening to the YoGPoD.
You're listening to the YoGPoD.
You're listening to the YoGPoD. You are listening to the YoGPoD. That's like a Russian.
Hello and welcome to the
imagine
Yogscast.
You
You
know,
are currently
you've got
listening
your
to Honeydew
sweet
talk about
little piece
toaster
of
bags.
ass on the side.
Let's listen.
You're cooking a delicious romantic meal for two, and you get the toaster out of the cupboard, put it on the kitchen counter, and put salmon fillets into a shitty brown paper bag type thing, and put that in the toaster, and that is how you cook your delicious romantic meal. I mean, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, it's great for cheese toasties, quickly, but cooking salmon... Can you hear me turn the pages? It's a little leaflet that comes with... You only get like 4 toaster bags, and you get like a leaflet with all these recipes.
What the fuck is a toaster bag?
A toaster bag is like a small brown paper bag-esque thing into which you pop a sandwich, which you then put inside of your toaster and cook, so that it becomes a delicious toasted sandwich.
But it doesn't actually get toasted. Is that right?
Well, the outside
So it
gets
just
toasted.
sort of warms it up.
No, it toasts properly. I mean, the
How does it do that?
magic... I mean, it's a weird thing, these bags. It's like some weird mesh. It's not actually paper, and it's not really plastic. It's something that conducts heat very well, but doesn't allow any spillages out of...
So what, you pop like anything you want in there? So you can just pop anything in the bag, can you? Like a banana? Or,
Yeah. You can put, like, pizza, a slice of pizza into it. You can put some frozen French fries or chips into it and cook them on the toaster. You can put fish fingers in there, burgers, fish fingers,
fish fingers.
fish sticks, fish cakes, fish fillets,
Doesn't this largely depend on how...
sushi. You can cook sushi in it.
But, does all this stuff get toasted?
Yeah, everything is toasted. But then it's kind of just like grilling. And pizza is a very thin kind of thing. So toasting pizza is pretty, it's fine. And toasting fish fingers is fine because they're thin food stuff. How did you find out about this? I mean, you can't really put bits of chicken into it. You can't put half of a raw chicken into your toaster and expect it to cook.
Oh, well, I
nicely.
guess it is limited by the size of your toaster, though. You can't really, stuff the whole chicken down into the toaster slit, can you?
I mean, it also doesn't heat through. All it does is toast it. So the outside is, heated up and made crispy.
But also, you mentioned one of the first examples you mentioned was a sandwich, right? Now, I don't know how big your toaster is, but mine certainly isn't big enough to hold a whole sandwich.
Well, I have to squish the bread down a bit. So,
right.
Especially if you have thick sliced bread, you have to,
right.
you have to fist it a little bit. You pump your
dear.
fist down, you knead it down, so it's a bit thinner. You sit on it.
Let's say I want to
slam it in a car door a few times.
A bacon and chicken sandwich, okay?
You get your sandwich, you lie it in the middle of a road, and then you drive a steamroller over it a couple of times.
Right, and then you put it in one of these bags, pop it in the toaster.
Yes.
How much do these bags cost?
I can't remember. I think it's 2 or 3 quid or something.
Oh, you've already bought it, have you?
Yeah. I've bought it, I've used it, I had cheese on toast this morning, cooked in a toaster bag. But I mean, can you imagine cooking a salmon fillet in one of these toaster bags? With a little
Is that what they
sprig...
suggest?
Yes, with a sprig of
Serving
tarragon.
suggestions.
Cooks in about 5 minutes.
Well, I mean,
Do you
yeah.
think you could
if you
cook
imagine
lasagna? You get like a bird's eye lasagna for one from the freezer section. You like open it up, remove the packaging, you have this massive frozen lump of pasta and mince, and you just kind of like wedge it into this bag and throw it in the toaster. You'd probably start a fire actually, the house would burn down.
Why would it start a fire?
Lasagna's very flammable.
Oh. We didn't start the fire.
Hello! What's your favourite band from the 1980s? We can't actually, if we're going to broadcast this shit, which, I mean, heaven fucking forgive us for committing such an awful sin against humanity for doing so. But if we were to, we can't really sing proper music too much due to copyright reasons. So, well, I mean, if we were to sing Happy Birthday, I mean that's still covered by copyright, so we wouldn't actually be able to, you know, completely sing the whole song.
But are you allowed? No, but I mean, by singing like one line of a song out of tune, I don't think we're like going to actually get in trouble.
Well, I mean, there's not much chance of us actually singing anything in tune, so... You're listening to the YoGPoD.
Alright. So let's record some YoGPoD.
What are we actually going to say? What are we going to do? It's just going to be like a conversation about toaster bags. Hello! And welcome to the YoGPoD.
I don't think people will get the reference unless you say the second line, because you're so out of tune with that hello that I think people will just think you're saying hello in a weird way.
I have to be though.
They won't get the Lionel Richie reference.
Lionel Richie will sue me if I sing it in tune, so I have to sing it out of tune. Hello!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm just protecting us. I'm protecting the YoGPoD. That's what I'm doing. I have to sing out of tune. In many ways, I've been practicing my entire life singing out of tune just for this YoGPoD.
I thought you said we had something to talk about. You had something to like talk about.
It was the toaster bags.
Oh shit! We've already used it.
So that's it. That's it. We're done. Anyway, thanks for listening to the YoGPoD. I hope you've enjoyed this fucking shambles. Oh god, this is awful. I mean, in many ways, I'm actually quite reassured by the fact that anything that we do from now on can't possibly be as bad as the Sipsgate episode.
Sipsgate, oh Jesus. I was a little bit drunk though when we recorded that.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 256. Preferably not 1 or 256, but somewhere, you know.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
You have to tell me what it is. This isn't a fucking, you know, I'm not a magician. I'm not David Blaine.
You're not going to guess.
No, I'm not going to guess what it is. 87. Oh!
113 I was thinking of.
113, okay. Let me consult my tone. Okay, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, a number between 1 and 12.
Do I have to tell you?
Hello! Yes.
Why are you doing that? Why are you saying hello?
I'm just going to keep singing hello in the style of Lionel Richie.
Don't do that.
pods.
It's really annoying.
I am just going to keep doing it. I feel like I should warn you now.
So, do I have to,
a number between... Hello!
Stop doing that!
Number between 1 and 12.
2.
2. Okay. I am reading from Ripley's Believe It or Not book. Canadian singer-songwriter Kevin Barr recorded an album... Oh shit, I've already fucked up. Canadian singer-songwriter Kevin Barr recorded an album a week for an entire year, with 8 tracks per album, that totaled to 416 songs in 365 days.
What are you talking about?
This is like an interesting fact, or feat, or freak of nature type thing.
What is?
So this guy wrote...
What are you doing?
416.
What about the numbers?
Because this has helped me pick, at random, an interesting fact from this book.
Oh, right, so you have a book.
Which is kind of appropriate, because we were talking about music, and this is about music. A very creative, hard-working guy who produced a massive body of work within a year. 416 songs in a year.
Well, they can't have been any good. I've never heard of any of them. I could do that. Let's make one up now. Actually,
well,
this is a good fucking lead. We need...
Is that part of it? The clicking of fingers? Is that the beat?
We can have
you
that.
already got that sorted out.
We can have that. That's part of it. Well, you need to make a theme tune to the YoGPoD. So it's like an intro.
We've already got
theme.
the Star Wars theme. We just have the Star Wars disco theme with us singing, you know, YoGPoD, this is the YoGPoD, like that.
Well, wouldn't there be copyright issues with that?
Yes, but we have to sing it out of tune, and we can't use any music. So it would just be me singing like that with you clicking your fingers over it.
Okay, let's try again. You ready? You have to sing out of tune. Ready?
YoGPoD, this is the YoGPoD, this is the YoGPoD.
How long?
This is
How long is it going to go on
for?
Alright, okay.
That's it. That's enough. That's beautiful. That's going to be beautiful. When you listen back to that, you're going to be amazed.
Really?
Anyway, I've missed the most interesting fact about this guy from Canada who wrote 216 songs in a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He worked so hard and put so many hours into this that he couldn't take the time out to shave. So he grew a massive beard over the course of the year.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he didn't want to take the time off of, you know, his songwriting and recording.
Was he like Forrest Gump running across America?
Yeah. Apart from, you know, the fact that he wasn't running, he was just, you know, in his studio. And he wasn't some stupid American. He was a stupid Canadian. And he's not fictional, he's a real person.
What's his name?
Apart from that, it's exactly the same as Forrest Gump. You're
what
right
kind
on the
of
money
music
there.
was it as well? Because if it was like R&B, everything
Probably
sounds the
country
fucking
music.
same. So he probably could have got away with like repeating himself.
He's a Canadian called Kevin. It's bound to be country and western music. Hey, maybe we could use one of his songs. You might let us use one of his songs. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. What's his name?
Kevin Barr. I'm sure they're really good songs. You know,
Kevin Barr.
given that Kevin Barr.
I've found his website, kevinbarth.com. I'm a bit unnerved.
Wow! How on earth did you find that? Holy shit!
There's links on the front page.
You're quite the internet detective, aren't you, Lewis?
And the links are...
Wow!
Music Skip Tracer, The History of My Hair.
The history of my hair.
Yeah, I immediately clicked on that, right? And it's like a video. It's like a movie. Buffering.
About his hair.
Oh my god, this is
He
really
wrote a song
weird.
about his hair.
Basically, it's just a slideshow of pictures from his life, of him.
The history of my hair. Windows Media Video. Is that the Rolling Stones? What music's that?
It's obviously something he wrote. Duh. Why would he use the Rolling
It sounds
fucking
like-
Stones? This guy wrote
because it
400
sounds like the
songs
start of
over the course of a
Sympathy for the
year.
Devil.
Do you really think he would have
It sounds
ripped
like
off the
start
Rolling
of Sympathy
Stones
for the
to
Devil,
make a
though.
video
Well,
about his hair?
Yes, I think he has.
You're listening to YoGPoD.
Each week starting October 1st, 2006 and ending September 23rd, 2007, I set a world record by releasing a CD a week for a year. Wow. I must say the album cover art is quite spectacularly shit.
Really?
Yeah, one of them appears to be a picture of a piece of meat. This is very odd.
Wow, one of them looks like it's done in Microsoft Word Art, 2007 it says.
Called East.
One of the album covers is him, he's written on his hand and taken a picture of it. The last time someone posted on his MySpace was the 21st of May 2008. Right, now I think we should start trying to change this stuff. We should get people to post on his MySpace.
What? Instead of Tina Barrett's?
As well as Tina Barrett's. But people didn't know they were supposed to post on Tina Barrett's MySpace because we never released that.
You never... Oh, man.
It's on the table.
I was just checking it for messages. Oh, God, there's music playing by Tina Barrett on her MySpace. She's actually done some new music. It starts like... It's a bit like the Tetris remix.
Oh my god, there's some posts on Tina Barrett's MySpace. None of them are from YogsPod fans though. But one of these posts, hello honey, hope you're fine. Wow, on February 21st, 2008 I got my first mail from you. This day I knew I was blessed by love and happiness and heaven could exist. You're one of the best thing which could happen
What?
to me since 2004. Love from Francois.
Yeah, that's a bit fucking weird.
Do you reckon she'd like contact us if we added her as a friend and stuff?
I think we'd probably have a restraining order put out against us.
I'd love to get some mail from Tina Barrett. Oh, fuck. This is going to be great. Right, guys, seriously, get on it. All of our loyal listeners, get on to Tina Barrett, and we want to hear from her. We want to hear her. Hopefully she'll like email you or contact you in some way, and we want to hear back. Or Kevin Barth. Kevin Barth will do as well.
To be honest, I'm probably going to forget who Kevin Barth is tomorrow.
He's got such a good
It'll have
name
just
though.
Gone.
Kevin Barth.
Kevin Barth. That's the best name I've ever heard. Jesus Nails. That's the best name I've ever heard.
Jesus Nails.
Jesus Nails.
Did Jesus Nails have a fight with Chuck Norris?
And we're not even going to go there.
Jesus Nails. God, that sounds like a band name, doesn't it, or something? Where were
Maybe
we
we
anyway?
should rename the YoGPod Jesus Nails. The YoGPod is rebranded, re-released under the new name.
Rebranded.
It was formerly Norwich Union, and now it's Jesus Nails.
Yeah, Norwich Union was just lacking something. So where were
This
we?
music on Tina Barrett's MySpace is shocking.
How bad is it?
I honestly believe that we could do better.
Really?
I'm looking at it. It says plays today 5. 5 people have listened to this
Oh my
music
God.
on her MySpace today.
Dear.
5 people.
Do you think we're weird for like following Tina Barrett?
I don't think that's the only reason we're weird. I mean, Ace's a fan of Hannah Montana, and I think that's much weirder. Oh, Hannah Spirit is Tina Barrett's friend on MySpace. See, Hannah Spirit, at least she did Primeval, the ITV supernatural-ish, bizarre, like, drama thing.
Ugh.
With dinosaurs in the modern world coming back.
Oh, it
to
was
attack
terrible.
us.
It was terrible. It was shit.
I thought some
I
of the
think
episodes
I
were
managed to
pretty
watch
decent.
about half an episode and then I felt sick and had to shoot myself.
If we actually, I mean, God help us, if this makes it into the podcast, we know something's gone horribly wrong. But
What,
if
talking
Hannah
about
Spirit
Primeval?
yeah, if Hannah Spirit actually is listening to this, I thought you were very good in Primeval. I thought you were very good. You're a very good actress, especially
Do you reckon Hannah
especially when
Smith
he
will
walks around in
ever-
your pants.
Ever listen to this?
She's probably very fond of podcasting. She's probably quite an avid follower of, you know, like Nobody Likes Onions or something like that.
I don't know who any of that is.
Podcasters. Do you know what? I think Hannah Spirit's probably my favourite member of S Club 7 now.
You've changed
I
your
don't think
mind
it's.
over the last 6
I don't
months.
think it's
then.
Tina. Well, I've listened to Tina Barrett's music, and that's just put me off.
How, is it really
It's
that
that
terrible?
bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really bad. Has she actually released that album yet?
Oh, what, the
Nobody
one
would
we were
fucking
talking
know,
about
would they?
ages ago.
No, nobody would know if she released it. It's like number 187 on the Billboard chart.
Look at Tina Barrett's influences.
Alcohol.
It starts off and it's like, right, who are these people? Tell me if you know who these people are. Sly and the Family Stone,
Yeah,
Who's that?
1970s disco band.
Timbaland.
Yeah,
It's quite a
music
step up.
producer and artist.
Leah James, Nikki
Sorry, who?
Costa, Air, Jimi Hendrix, Khalees,
Yeah.
Billie Holiday,
Kelly.
Fergie, George Clinton, Nina Simone, Queens of the Stone Age, Nirvana,
What?
Dr. Dre,
What?
Rage Against the Machine, 50 Cent,
What?
Nas, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Marilyn Manson, Boys II Men,
Marilyn
Niles
Manson.
Barkley. I mean, it just bounces between, like, everything. I mean, who isn't an influence on Tina Barrett?
Well, I mean, maybe that's her problem. She has too many influences. I mean, if she was just a fan of disco, then her songs would probably, you know, not be so shit. But because she likes such a wide range of music, she just doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Maybe that's
I mean,
it.
she's got
I'm sorry, Tina
Korn
Barrett.
right next to Boys II Men, right next to Outkast.
Well, I like Outkast and Korn. I don't like Boys to Men.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I got loads of Korn songs on my iTunes, and I've also got
No, I was
Hey
saying
Ya.
really that you don't like
Hey Ya
Boys
is
II Men.
one of my
I'm
most
very surprised.
most listened to songs.
Shut the fuck up, please. One is listening to the YoGPoD.
The most listened to songs on iTunes is just, it's like a shame list.
Oh yeah, I wonder if I can do that.
The list of shame.
What's your most listened to?
I've forgotten how you fucking show it now.
There's either a tab on the left where you can press it, or there's a play count tab. You can have like a tab at the top, artist, album, genre, rating, play count.
Top 25 most played. Hysteria by Muse is top.
That's
Well,
not
that is
too
a
bad.
very good
It's
tune.
not too bad. I've got
Happiness is a Warm Gun is number 2. The Breeders' cover of the Beatles song.
good God.
It's a very good song.
I've got some really awful ones.
Come on.
I've got Coldplay with 44 plays. Life in Technicolor.
Is that top? 44
Yeah.
plays?
Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot more music than I have. I mean, I've got 81 plays of Hysteria by Muse.
Oh,
But then I used to... Well, the thing is, I used to put it on when we'd have like a timed boss encounter in WoW, when we were playing on the internet games. So because it's a really short, fast, aggressive song, I thought it was, it was banging and it really fit. Oh god, this is so sad.
Is this why you're so bad at playing a prop paladin? Because you were listening to like banging metal music?
I'm not bad at all. Come on, Nax. I hadn't played for like 3 weeks or something properly, and then I like tank everything in Nax, easy.
Yeah.
You were saying, "Oh, you're so good,
so
honey.
second,
I've missed you
I
so
had
much."
I've got Amaranth by Nightwish. Ugh.
That's a good song. It's a good song.
Then I've got Katy Perry. Waking Up in Vegas.
Oh my god. Oh, that is bad. That is bad.
Sometimes numbers get artificially inflated though, because if the song is if the song is the first one on the album,
it's
and
the
you put
shuffle,
the album
isn't
on,
it?
that gets played.
Yeah.
No, not the shuffle, or if
it just
if
comes
you put,
up
like, shut
100 times a day.
Shut
like
up.
Shuffle. It's just random. It's just a coincidence.
I can't use shuffle because it starts like I'm listening to shuffle. I'm like playing Counter-Strike or something, and suddenly it starts playing track 17 of like Stephen King's Dark Tower 4 or whatever, an audiobook.
Why don't you remove it from your library or create, a playlist with every song apart from?
Because
the
it takes effort.
Number 4 on my playlist is "Won't Get Fooled Again" by The Who.
So you're pretty cool.
See, number 5, I've also got The Who with Baba O'Reilly. See, these are both CSI theme songs.
Yeah, what the hell? That's weird.
Well, the thing is, I liked The Who before CSI, because my dad was a big fan of them, and we had a member of The Who lived nearby as well.
Who do you think didn't like The Who before CSI? Who do you think has like discovered The Who through
Like,
watching CSI?
People in their 20s, probably. People in their teens. People who aren't 30 years old like me.
Oh man. And again, I mean, that's not a bad theme tune to have, is it? Like using The Who. They did well.
I'm surprised they didn't use The Seeker, because that perfectly fits like a cop show. It's just bizarre. And then I've got Easy by Faith No More, the cover that they did, which the video has like a huge blank, a huge blank. The video for Easy has a huge group of like transvestites going about their day. It's very odd.
What are you talking about?
The video to Easy by Faith No More.
How do we move on to some band so how do we suddenly... Sorry, I turned off for like a second and suddenly you're talking about something completely ridiculous.
Our most listened to songs on iTunes. The Easy Like Sunday Morning. I have to sing it out of tune. Just remember this. Hello!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Morning!
Da.
Out of tune. Don't accidentally
That was out of
sing it in tune.
I mean, I can't sing in tune. Jesus.
Well, that's probably the problem, because you can only sing out of tune. When you tried to deliberately sing it out of tune, you slipped to being in tune.
Thanks, man. I appreciate the compliment, but
It's alright. It's alright, you're welcome.
right, let's do that numbers thing again. Do I have to choose the number? What was the first
God.
number?
Between 1 and 256. It's a very large book. Could you hear that? Could you hear me opening it? It's like this massive, roar, big fucking book. Can you hear this book? It's a big fucking book.
Lamadia, choose a number.
What?
Hi, Hannah. What are you wearing?
Clothes.
You have to pick a number. Clothes. Holy shit. It's a coincidence. I am too. It's a number between 1 and 256. Although if you pick 256, that will be the acknowledgements page, which probably won't be very interesting. Reuters, China photos.
142.
Okay, a number between 1 and 10.
3.
Okay. Oh, it's about library books. Well, isn't that interesting? Wow.
What are you trying to say?
In 1650, the Bishop of Winchester, England, just in case you thought it was, Winchester, South Australia, or Winchester, Taiwan. In 1650, the Bishop of Winchester borrowed a book. The Bishop of Winchester borrowed a book from Somerset County Records Office, but it was not returned to the Somerset County Library until 1985. 335 years late.
God. And then there's a joke about the fine, isn't there?
Oh, you bastard. Okay. It had accrued $6,000 in unpaid fees, because this is an American book, it's in dollars. $6,000 in unpaid fees. And the title of the book, are you ready for this? The title of the book was The Book of Fines. Fines. And it was 6,000 in fines.
Hang
for
on.
the late book. And it's the
What
book
do you mean
of
it was
fines.
the Book of Fines? Was fines spelt differently?
It's the Book of Fines. No, fines.
So it's not
As
a pun
in-
then?
We're feeling fines.
Oh God!
You're listening to the YoGPoD.
Tune in for part 2 next week.
Tune in next week for the second half of this YoGPoD. Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye. From the YoGPoD, with Zephos, and Honeydew, and whoever else was talking